Well, hi everyone. I'm Judy Elliott here visiting today at Dalton Plastic Surgery, and with me today is Dr. Reginald Sherrill. And Dr. Sherrill, again, it's a pleasure to be here today with you.
It's great to have you back, Judy.
I will have to say, though, I really love the pink shirt you have going there. Very nice. Why
well, thank
pink?
you. I love your pink too. I think we're on the same wavelength. Of course, this is Breast Awareness Month, and it is so important for ladies to be aware of how they can protect their health by simply doing mammograms, self-exams, and a physician exam. 1 in 8 ladies in America will get breast cancer at some time in their lifetime, and the good news is that most of those are survivors, and that's the greatest news of all. Early detection is one of the keys, and so that's what we're trying to do, is honor women, breast, and even men will get breast cancer as well, so they need to be aware of that as well.
Right, and I think a lot of times we don't really think about males having breast cancer, but that does happen as well.
It does happen, yes.
Well, I'm excited as well to be here to talk about something that I know from a woman's standpoint we love, and that is sparkle for the holidays, and that's something that you have here, and I think the last several years you've had it. Certainly this year is going to be as wonderful as the other years in the past, but tell me a little bit about it. What date is it going to be?
It's going to be November 13 from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening, and we're hoping we'll have just a large group. Dr. Cole and I started this program about 4 years ago, and it has been building every single year. This year, Dalton Dermatology is going to be joining with us again, and we're going to try to make this more gifts being given away, more specials, and more people as well.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been to them myself, and it's a great event, and you get to a lot of gifts that are here, but you also get to meet a lot of people. And I know this year you have special guests, a lot of special guests that's going to be here. Tell me a little bit about that.
We'll have a lot of the representatives from the different the fillers, Botox, Dysport, these sort of things. We're going to have a representative from the Dysport and the Sculptra. The Sculptra is a filler. We're going to have somebody for that. We're going to have a lady with Clarisonic, which is a cleansing system that we use for the face and other parts of the body as well. Xenobaji Skin Health, we'll have a representative from there as well. We will be giving free gifts every 10 minutes. So these gifts will range anywhere from $100 to $500. And so we want to have everyone that comes will be able to register and get some. Hopefully we'll get something. There will be a take-home gift for everybody. We're going to have a representative from Botox and Juvederm that will be here. We have a Palomar laser, which we've had for several years, and one of the representatives will be here to talk about hair reduction and getting rid of unwanted pigmentations, that sort of thing. Dr. Cole also has gotten a new Cutera laser, and this is used for facial and leg veins that ladies don't want. It can also be used for acne and other ways to rejuvenate the face, and so she's very excited about that. So Dr. Cole will be here. Some of the ladies from her office will be there. Most of the ladies from my office will be here. Zebra, who is our esthetician, will be here to talk about a lot of the new things that are out there. We have Bare Minerals. There's just a lot of things, and nobody's under any obligation. This is just a social. There will be cookies and drinks and something to do. One other thing that we're doing this year that we've never done before, we're going to be doing Botox and Dysport injections. Botox is the #1 thing that is done in the United States for taking care of these vertical wrinkles on the eyes and also the forehead. Dysport is the #1 neuromuscular modulator in the world. Botox got in the United States first, so it's the biggest, but we're going to have both of them, and we are offering the Botox at $7.50 a unit. This is the lowest price by far that we have ever had in Dalton. When I first started, it was $15 a unit. This is going to be $7.50 a unit.
My goodness.
And then the Dysport, because it's a different formulation, 3 units, it will also be available for $7.50. So it's basically the same price, but it's an unbelievable savings. The lowest that we've ever gone basically was $9 to $10, something like that. So it'll be that night only, and it's only available that night because our representatives have made this available for that night. They've given us some special pricing for that night only. So it is not something you can say, can I get that special that you had? It is that one night only. Now, some women may be concerned, well, am I going to look rough when I leave? When you have Botox done in most areas, there is a little look like you might have been hit by a mosquito or several mosquitoes, but you can put makeup on right after it's done. And, you know, if you want to do it at the very last thing that you do before you leave, you can, or you can do it and still get out and socialize, and most people are not going to know that much about it.
Right. Well, is an appointment necessary for that to happen?
No appointment is necessary. If
My
people
goodness.
have never heard about Botox or Dysport and want to know a little bit about it, we have a video that will be playing that will talk a little bit about, you know, what it does and how long it lasts, and some of the information that they may want to have about that.
Very, very good. It's something that you haven't offered in the past, so I think that's exciting as well.
Right.
And I know you have, I know we talked a little bit earlier as well about gifts, some of the giveaways
Right.
that you're going to be having.
Well, some of the gifts that we have, we're going to have Clarisonic, which will be given away. The Clarisonic is the cleansing system. There's going to be a Pamper Me gift basket, just a lot of little things for beautification and so forth. The Xenobaji, there will be some kits that will be available for that. The Botox and Juvederm will also be given away to someone, some lucky winner. There will be some bare minerals. Microdermabrasions, facials with microdermabrasions will also be available as well. Now, we also have Latisse, and if you purchase Latisse that night, you will buy one 5 milliliter unit and you'll get one 3 milliliter container free. There will be a gift with each purchase of $250 of ZO products, and this is just a little kit that you can take on vacation, so you're not taking all the bulk, the bigger items. You can, you know, condense it down a little bit.
Yes.
And then if you purchase bare minerals, there'll be some gifts with those purchases as well. The Clarisonic units will also be discounted as well. So we're trying to make it a special deal so it'll be worth the time and effort to come in.
Right, and certainly this is a time that this event is a great time to learn about new areas that you may not be aware of yourself. Maybe, you know, you really have heard some of the names of maybe Latisse, but you really don't know exactly what that is. And or most people have heard now about Botox, but there's just different areas that you can learn about, as well as enjoying the evening.
Well, when you watch the doctors or the Today Show, the doctors have a plastic surgeon that is on a daily basis pretty much, and they're always talking about this because we're all concerned about making ourselves look as good as we can, and I think it's wonderful. I have people that say, well, you know, you think this vanity is bad? I go, absolutely not. I'm all for it, because you want to look good. If we didn't feel or have a little bit of vanity, we wouldn't take a shower in the morning, wouldn't comb our hair, although some of us don't have to do that, but wouldn't brush our teeth, wouldn't put on the nice clothes we do. We do that because we want to feel good about ourselves, and we present ourselves better to others.
Right. And you talked about Latisse. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, the Latisse is for ladies that want to have a little longer, thicker eyelash. And what you do is you just simply take a little bit of the Latisse and you put it on the lashes, and it's put on the lower lashes. Then as you blink, you'll pick up the medication from the lower lashes, and you do this once a night, and over the course of 2 to 3 months, you'll start to see some growth, and it can be impressive, the amount of growth. Now, this isn't instant gratification. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes 2 to 3 months before you start seeing those differences. But we've had ladies that say, I'm having to trim my eyelashes. They're just getting so much longer, and you can see the thickness changing as well.
Wow, that's wonderful. Now, you know, this is certainly, as you mentioned, all year round, people, women particularly, like to try to look their very best. But this time of year, it seems like we're more conscious about, you know, we've got the holiday parties coming up. We've got a lot. We have New Year's coming up. There's a lot of things happening that you really want to put a little bit of sparkle,
Right.
if you might say, some sparkle in your looks, and maybe look a little bit different. This is a great time, this event, to learn about this, as I mentioned earlier. But do you, as women, and I know you see a lot of women and men, but with women, do you think that more and more women are getting more open about talking about these things than they have in the past?
I think because of all the media attention, Joan Rivers was such a wonderful spokesperson for plastic surgery, and a lot of people go, well, I don't want to look like Joan Rivers, and I understand that, but she was pretty amazing for being 80 years old.
I thought she was
And
beautiful.
I see women nowadays, and I am just blown away at how wonderful they look when they're 75, 80 years of age. They look 10 years younger at least, and some even more than that. And you feel many times the way you look. And if you look good, you feel good.
Always goes to say, isn't it?
It's amazing, even with dogs. You take them in, you give them a shampoo, you fluff them up, and
Make
they
'em
come
home.
out, and they have a little more prep in their step, and they just feel, I'm looking good.
Well, let me ask you this. You have a smile on your face. It sounds like you enjoy still what you do, and you've been doing this for quite some time. Obviously, you must enjoy
I love what I do, Judy. I guess I'm a little bit of a late bloomer. When I went to college, I was going to be a minister. And then when I was in my senior year, I decided, I think I really want to be a doctor. So I was a little late behind. When I went to medical school, I was one of the older students in my class. They were trying to get people out of medical school early, so they were taking a lot of 2-year students. So I was in my mid-20s, and I had students that were 18 and 19 that were in medical school that were just very bright students that had gotten through college very early, and just pretty amazing. But I feel like I'm just reaching my prime. It took a while to get here, but I love what I do, and I just enjoy it so much. I've had some people say, well, are you going to retire? And I go, are you kidding? I have had the privilege of working with Dr. Rudy Shirley, and a wonderful, wonderful physician, great otolaryngologist, and we've worked together for over 30 years. And it was amazing to me. A lot of people think Rudy Shirley and Reggie Sherrill are the same person. We actually were catty-cornered to one another for probably 15 years. And I would have people at times come and say, I've come to see you, Dr. Shirley, because I've never heard a bad thing about you. And I'd say, well, I haven't heard anything bad about Dr. Shirley either, but I'm Dr. Sherrill. I just wanted to let you know that. But Dr. Shirley did retire. He has been here, I think, for 37 years, he told me, and he has grandchildren, and he's wanting to enjoy retirement. But I love what I do. I have such an enjoyment. I'm surrounded by beautiful women. I have wonderful anesthetists. Some of them are men that do a wonderful job for me. So I love what I do. I wouldn't do anything else. So.
Wonderful. Well, we certainly appreciate you talking with us, taking your time to do that. And I guess you can say, Dr. Sherrill, you're here to stay, huh? Something like that.
I am here to stay for now, for certain.
Oh, and don't forget about the Sparkle special and the Sparkle event that's coming our way, and be looking for more information about that. And so we certainly look forward to that being coming up real soon, October the 13th.
That's
Dalton
exactly
Plastic
right.
Surgery.
We hope you all come and join us.
Thank you so much.
To advertise your business on TV, contact Elliott Media at 706-529-4237.